Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Thousands of people have been braving the heat for a chance to hear the commander-in-chief speak to the Fargo faithful. The doors to Shields Arena opened up an hour ago, but there have been numerous reports of people dealing with heat exhaustion. Valley News team's Melanie Palmer has been out in the elements as well and joins us live outside Shields Arena with more. How's it going out there, Melanie?
Andrea, we've been here all day today in the Shields Arena parking lot, speaking with people who are anxiously waiting for the arrival of President Trump here in Fargo. Thousands of people came out from all over the Midwest today, hoping to see the president. And we spoke with a number of people here in this line right behind us, asking them what they hope President Trump touches on tonight during his speech. Many of them say that border security is a key issue that they hope he addresses. And there was quite a few mentions of fake news and wanting, quote, a fair shake when it comes to the media.
85% of the media is liberal Democrats, reporters, news editors. How can the man get a fair shake? That's all we want.
I'm sure he's going to talk a little bit about the Harley company deciding, trying to blame Trump that they're going to move their operations to Thailand, I think, because the tariffs, the metal tariffs stuff on steel is hurting them too bad. That was totally wrong.
Are there any key issues that you hope he touches on?
Just basically what he wants for the Senators for North Dakota coming up, what he wants for Kramer.
Now, when it comes to the state of North Dakota, many of the people here that we spoke with say they're eager to hear what President Trump has to say about what he wants for our senators here in the state. And on top of all this excitement and anticipation, this heat has taken quite a toll on a lot of people in this parking lot. We've heard multiple reports over the police scanner today about people needing medical attention due to heat exhaustion. And now people are finally able to head right on into Shields Arena. You can see them starting to get in line closer and closer to the doors, and in just about 2 hours now, the president should be here speaking. So stay with us here on Valley News Live. We'll continue to have all the updates on President Trump's visit. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Melanie. Meanwhile, an idea circulating around social media sparked a sort of silent protest. It doesn't cost any money, and they aren't carrying signs or even shouting for that matter. As Valley News team's Christine Stanwood learns, these protesters are showing their disapproval for the president with an online click. Christine?
Andrea, Valley News Live first got word about this anti-Trump social media movement last week. So exactly how many are taking part, and will there be an impact? We spoke with two local women about their decision. Here's what they have to say.
I know via Facebook that this has been a big thing going on. Even last week, I saw people doing this.
Jessica Chin decided to protest President Donald Trump's visit to Fargo on Wednesday without stepping a single foot near the Shields Arena for the rally.
Definitely been a big thing to reserve tickets, but plan on not going.
It's free, so it's not like you're throwing away any money.
And she's not alone.
Oh my gosh, that's a really good idea. So I went online and I registered and put in my name and reserved 2 seats, but of course I'm not going to go. I just want to have as many empty seats as possible to know that he's not supported.
Both women from the Fargo-Moorhead area say they don't agree with the Trump administration's current policies.
What he stands for is not what I'm proud of.
I think he says one thing and often does another.
Adding, President Donald Trump does not have North Dakota values.
We are real, authentic people here, and we stand by what we say. Being friendly, being open, being kind, that is what our values are.
Now, Andrea, we reported last night that nearly 20,000 people were signed up for this event. However, we're told that only 6,000 will actually be allowed inside Shields Arena. So that means that this is a first come, first served basis, meaning that even though the silent protest, while it might be a great idea, it is likely to be ineffective.
All right. Thanks so much, Christine, for that live report. Again, the president is expected to land in Fargo at 6:30. We will have a crew on the tarmac and will also accompany the motorcade to Shields Arena. The president's speech is scheduled to happen at 7, and Valley News Live will be bringing you full live coverage on KVLY. We'll be streaming the entire evening on valleynewslive.com. You can also watch on our Facebook page. Hopefully, the president likes hot weather. We're approaching 90 degrees out there. There is a chance for rain and storms tonight, but not for everyone. Hutch, what's the latest?
We have a few thunderstorms working their way eastward through the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Nothing firing in our viewing area. The best chance of anything will be off to the east. And you mentioned the heat. It is on. We've cooled 1 degree here at the FM area over the last hour, 85 in Grand Forks, but still a little bit sticky out there with dew points in the 60s. Stay hydrated if you're heading outdoors. Your forecast model shows that there'll be a chance for some pop-up thunderstorms. Any that do could be briefly strong. Large hail a possibility. But the rest of the overnight looks very quiet, clear, calming winds. Fargo, 86 in the 7 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock, we expect to still be in the 80s. So a warm one tonight. A chance for some severe storms as we go through your Thursday. I'll have details in hour-by-hour style coming up here in just a few moments.
Okay, thanks, Hutch. Authorities have confirmed the remains found at a farm near Hitterdal are those of Troy Yarbrough. Yarbrough was allegedly murdered by Jason Jensen and Kayla Westcott. Both are now in jail on bail of $2 million each. Investigators say Yarbrough was hit over the head with a yard rake and an axe before being brought to a shed and left overnight. The next morning, he was still alive and then killed with a cinder block. His remains were burned and then buried. Stick with Valley News Live as we continue to follow this story. A former high school music teacher has been sentenced today for criminal sexual conduct in the 3rd degree for having sex with a 17-year-old student on 3 occasions in February 2017. 32-year-old Christine Lee Funk from New Hope must register as a predatory offender, and the sentence includes a stay of execution of 36 months plus 180 days in jail and 10 years of probation. A criminal complaint details how a school resource officer at Henry Sibley High School in Mendota Heights became aware of alleged inappropriate communication between a 17-year-old student and Funk. Police recovered those text conversations, which suggested the two had already had sexual relations. Officers also found semi-nude pictures of Funk that had been sent to the teenager. Homeowners near Fosston are credited with saving most of their house during a fire. The Polk County Sheriff's Office says the fire started around 9 last night just outside of Fosston. When crews arrived on scene, most of the fire was already contained. Firefighters put out remaining hot spots. No injuries were reported. The state fire marshal is now looking into what caused the blaze. If you are heading to Hector International Airport, there are some changes you need to know about due to President Trump's visit. Access to the airport terminal from 19th Avenue North is scheduled to be closed from 6:30 to 7 p.m. and again from 8 to 8:30 p.m. due to President Trump's visit to Fargo. Instead, you should use Old Highway 81 via Cass County Highway 20 to access the airport terminal during those times. Please plan extra time to allow for traffic delays. The observation area at Hector International Airport is also closed today. That started at 1 this afternoon. The 4th of July is just 1 week away, and that means fireworks sales started today. Fireworks are sold across North Dakota, but along with sales come rules and safety. The Fargo Fire Department wants to remind both residents and visitors that fireworks are not allowed in city limits. West Fargo is allowing the use of fireworks from 8 in the morning until midnight on July 4th. Rules and regulations differ depending on what city you live in, so be sure to check with your local city officials for the guidelines. David Reuter at Memory Fireworks would also like to remind people to stay safe when using fireworks.
We always say make sure you brace everything, especially the smaller cakes. Make sure you pour water over everything after you light it off, and you're a safe distance from the fireworks when you're lighting them off.
Reuters says Memory Fireworks has more safety tips in the stores and on their website, as safety is their first priority. Fireworks are sold until July 5th. Again, make sure to check with your local officials from your area for rules and regulations because they are different for each city. The cities of Grand Forks and East Grand Forks have scheduled citywide spraying for mosquitoes tonight. East Grand Forks will spray from 8 p.m. until midnight, Grand Forks from 9:30 p.m. to midnight. Both cities are urging people to take precautions to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes, since West Nile virus has been identified in that area. To help reduce your risk of getting West Nile, the health department recommends you take steps to protect yourself. Use insect repellent that contains DEET. Limit outdoor activity between dusk and dawn. Wear long pants and long sleeve shirts when possible, and get rid of standing water around your home. The mosquito most common for transmitting West Nile virus is active just before sundown and throughout the night into the early morning hours. It's not your imagination. You are getting more and more robocalls. The #1 scam you should watch out for. Still ahead tonight.